Okay, here we go. Now we're about to embark on a journey that may just be the most enjoyable, engaging, and effective indoor learning experience that you're going to take with your kids all year. Now, right now, we're going to go through a walkthrough of all the steps, all the links that you're going to receive in your onboarding email. And you're going to see exactly how super duper easy this is going to be for you. Now, this should take away any of the guesswork so that the only surprises you get are exactly how much fun you're having while doing this. Now, I truly believe that this adventure format will ultimately and completely transform education. Because when we give the brain what it actually wants, learning can absolutely be energizing. All right, so let's get to it. Now, please note that there will be upgrades. So some of these images may not be exactly the same, but the process will be the same. All right, let's get to it. We should go right to our email. Now I've got my computer right in front of me, so we're going to walk through this together. Away we go. All right, so go to your email, and within your email, you will see the onboarding email. All right, so within your email, you're going to find this email. And now in here, we're actually doing this email. We're actually doing this video right now. So there's this first one here. And then you're going to see there are 8 different links that you can have. Now, the actual wording will be a little bit different, but anyhow, just click away. So all you got to do is click on the video and you'll see it opens up full screen. This is for all of you super passionate teachers and tweens. So how does doing less work? All right, we'll turn this down. I don't need to listen to myself. All right, so we'll go through this video. You can take a look at this video, watch through the entire thing. It's just over 3 minutes. We don't have to do this right now, so let's just kind of... Okay, good. Moving right along. We can go to our second link, which is then the course description. Again, click on that. It should open up. And I highly recommend you download this. Once you've downloaded this has got a lot of links to it. The whole purpose of this, let's take a look at this. All right, so Life 6 Buckets, the Facilitator Guide. We'll make this look prettier in just a minute, but the whole idea is that you can walk through this. Now, in the first couple pages, you'll just see this is the description, so you understand who this is for. There's a checklist, you can use it or not, and if you don't, then at least you know what you're missing. And on the first page, you're going to see an overview of all of the 8 interactive videos. So it'll say how long it's going to be and then what to expect. And you'll understand why the expectations of how long it's going to take is longer in just a second. But you can quickly zip over this. It'll take you 5 minutes to go over this entire document, or if you really want to pay attention, 15 minutes, but that's about it. And then you'll see on chapter 1, well, we've got the $100 million question. It's a 5-minute video, but expect it to take about 30 minutes. Why 30 minutes? Well, because there are 3 reflections, 3 activities that you're going to have the kids do, and then you have a group discussion afterwards. Plus, there's other activities. So you can see that here's the key topics. This is what the objectives are for this specific video. What do you need for preparation? It's right there. The questions that are going to be in the videos are there, so you can just review them. It's for reference purposes only. And then some of the notes, and then the activities right after you're done. What can you do? How will you use this information that you've just gone over with the kids? Here's some examples. And I'm pretty sure that once you've gone over one of these or 2 of these, you'll be like, oh, I got my own examples, my own things, and that's great. Now, you can then, again, after class, we don't really do homework, but there's activities, because activities are more fun than homework. And then you'll also see in chapter 2, we go through the exact same things. How long is the video? How long is it going to take? Because you got reflections, you got discussions, you got more activities, what you're going to get out of this, the objectives, the preparation. Now, with some of the preparation, it's going to be some review questions on what you just did for chapter 1, because all of these build from each other. So it's really good to go through some of these, kind of prep their mind, refresh what they've gone through. This is just really interactive stuff. And then, of course, the activities you're going to have and after class. And you can see, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, they all go through the same thing. Now, if you zip to the very, very end, you'll see at the end here, there's some additional assets. You can get the paperback on Amazon. Look, 5 of those. I get like half a coffee at Starbucks, so I appreciate that. But more importantly, there's the playbook, which is an easy to print out. If you want the kids to go through these things on their own, then you can. And that is the objectives and outline, stuff like that. If we go back to the email, You'll see then we go to the third thing that we do once you've gone this is the facilitator video. And this is essentially the module that you'll need for onboarding as a facilitator. Now, when we click on this, okay, so this is going to open up another tab. In Nearpod is this third-party software that we use. It's really great for interactive. They stop the videos, you'll see in a second. So once you get here, you just sign up with your email or with your Google or whatever you want. It takes a second. Let's go with this one. Takes but a second. All right, confirm that's who I am. All right, there's a quick question for you. What do we mean by learning? Once you've clicked on this, click. All right, go to the next one. Now, the next one, again, the whole purpose, this takes a little bit of time to process. Go read through these, the intro videos. Just click on to the next one. I'm not going to read these. You go through this. Take it at your own pace. There are two things that need to be done. The going through of this onboarding video. Now, the video itself, you'll watch it in Nearpod, and then it'll go to the next one. Now, this is less than 8 minutes. Please pay attention to this. Think of it like a scavenger hunt. We don't want to say quiz. Quiz sounds stressful, but a scavenger hunt is way more fun. So think of this as you're going on a scavenger hunt, and you're going to find some things here. So you listen and you go through this whole video. Again, it's just under 8 minutes. So you can take a look at that. Thank you and congratulations. You're about to embark on watch through this whole thing. If you try and skip forward, it doesn't let you. This is might be frustrating to adults, but it's a good thing for the kids. Okay, so once you've finished watching this, it's going to then send you over to go to the Facilitator Check. And again, this check, super duper easy. Just click on this. All right, you'll see that it's a little quiz. Again, it's really simple for you to do. Most of the things you need, it won't take you but a couple minutes. Go through that. And then once you have finished that, you will receive your certificate, which I won't show you here, but you'll receive your certificate, and that will then allow you to do your adventure sign up. And then you click on this, and the whole purpose here is, well, a couple things. Number one, we'd like to know who's on the adventure. We have plans on turning this into a Web 3.0 adventure. And so there's actually a very strong chance that we're going to be able to enable the kids to earn as they learn. And as the guide, you can actually earn as well as you're taking more adventurers through this. Now, the purpose of the registration is to timestamp the kids, because the first 1,000 students that go through this, and we're doing well so far, but the first 1,000 students in total will get special NFTs, which will then give them a lifetime access to all of the courses. And Life 6 Buckets, this is like 1/50th of what we're doing. This is going to be big, but this is going to allow them to have access. And now if they choose to sell this later on, that's up to them. But the idea is once you've registered the kids, you don't have to rush through things, right? They will be registered at the beginning, and then when they're finished Life 6 Buckets, then the NFT, it's theirs, and then it's released to them. So you don't have to rush through it. Now, if there are a few kids that at the, in between, that there's more than 1,000 kids, well, that's okay. No sweat. But the whole idea is you register your kids. We know who's going to be on the adventure, and as they go through it, everybody wins. Okay, so once you've registered your kids, now for the fun part. It's the actual Life 6 Buckets. So you click on the Life 6 Buckets, and again, this might just end up being another link that you have. You click on that, and it's going to take us back to Nearpod. So once we get to Nearpod, same thing. The kids sign up. They go through their sign up, however they're going to sign up, and then they go through their adventure. Now we're just going to go through a couple of these steps here, so that so you understand what we're going to see. Yes, this is me. Okay, so then you're starting on, this is on Nearpod, and you're going to click through this. So we start with an activity. This is an activity that they're going to use, basically taking a sheet of paper, folding it up, so it's going to look like a tic-tac-toe board. If you don't use the tic-tac-toe board piece of paper, you can use, the kids can go through this on Nearpod itself, so the kids will then be registered within Nearpod. So here we go, Life 6 Bucks, the very first one. Sam Goodman here, author of Life 6 Buckets. We zipped through this video. These 3 boxes. It's like, I want this, and I want this, and I want this. So I want you to pause here and think about that. What are the 3 things you want? And then when you're done, keep going. Okay, So this is what Nearpod's really good for. They pause where they want you to pause, and then you are given this chance to, okay, have the kids go through the first exercise. They all write it down. Don't take too long, 2-3 minutes. What are the first 2-3 things that come to your mind? Then they go through this. Now, if you're doing this on the paper, that's fine. Just simply write done on the inside of the box here, press submit, and continue playing. Okay, so as you see on every single blue dot, that's where you will pause. Now, in the course description, you're gonna see that all these questions are already there along with the activity, so this won't be, if you watch this one time before the kids, you should have no problem. So it's 5 minutes, you can just skip through this very quickly, so then when you do this with the kids, there's no surprises. Okay, I'm not going to go through the rest of this video. This is essentially the same way that we do for all of them. Now, if you go back and forth, if you've got the course description in front of you, you'll be able to see what is coming up, and you have an understanding of what's going on. All right, so the last thing that we're going to do, and if we go back to the email, you'll see that it's there too. The kids will do student feedback at the very end after going through the entire course, and the expectation is you do this course every other day. That way the kids have a chance to do one thing together, maybe something with their friends or with their parents at home. The next day you can either skip it or you can just do this, bang them out one at a time. The whole idea is, kids have a chance to get it, to use it outside of the class or as classroom as well would be great. And then you review and you go through these processes one after the other. Then the last one is the student feedback. Now there's no tests, but the idea would be at the very, very end to have the kids, so you just click on this and that'll go back to another Google form. Boom, boom. So here the kids will give their feedback on what they thought of the overall adventure. They put in their full name, put in their email, and at the end of this, they'll get their certificate. It's important that we get their emails as well, because that's where we'll be sending their NFTs as well as their certificates. This is pretty straightforward. Just, which of the things did you enjoy best? There's some pictures here. I like this and I like this. You can't say everything was number one. You say which one you like. That gives us good feedback, plus also allows the kids to, kind of think about which ones did they like best, which were their core whys. They go through these things again, and the purpose here, there's no test, but this enables the kids to go through these things one more time. Now, the final thing that you'll see on the email, feedback for us. So the feedback for us is, if you would like, you click on the feedback. This is what you will give us, because we always want to become better and better. The whole goal here is to make sure that we can enable kids everywhere to get this content. So your feedback would be very, very helpful. So you click on this, and then we'll get, again, it's another form. You just go through that and we're done. Okay, that is it. Time to start this grand adventure. Exciting times. All right, Sam Goodman, signing off. Be good, be bold.